Hi, I'm Amy and here's Filbert. Welcome to Filbert and Friends. In this episode, we're going to look at the therapeutic value of having a guinea pig. I personally have complex PTSD, and it involves a lot of anxiety and it involves a lot of panic for me. I think it's a little different for other people, but for me it's mostly anxiety and panic. I can find a guinea pig very relatable, strangely enough. When it comes to fight or flight, guinea pigs fly. They're prey animals. They're always on the lookout for predators. And that's how I am too with my CPTSD, is I feel like there's danger around me and I feel like I'm gonna fly. I'm not a fighter. I'm definitely a flyer like my guinea pigs. The therapeutic value of working with guinea pigs has been absolutely tremendous for me. Some of it I kind of expected, and then there were other things that just happened in working with Filbert and my other guinea pigs that I didn't even see coming, and I didn't intend for it to happen, but it just happened. And that's what I want to share with you is some of my experiences that I've had. For one thing, guinea pigs, like other pets, reduce your heart rate when you're petting them. They lower your blood pressure and they reduce stress. And what's interesting is not only does it do that for me, it does that for Filbert as well. Especially as a baby, guinea pigs get startled easily and they kind of grow out of it. But as a baby, he'll get startled and kind of freeze. And just to make him feel a little bit better, if he's out with me, I'll pick him up and pet him, and his heart will be pounding and it'll start to slow down. And his rapid breathing starts to slow down and I feel his muscles relax. And I have to laugh to myself because that's exactly what it feels like when I'm having a panic attack and I start to pet my guinea pig. When I start to pet Filbert, he makes me feel the same way and I have the same reaction. Guinea pigs respond really well to routine, and I'm learning that I do too, and it really helps control the symptoms of my CPTSD. Guinea pigs, the way I feed him, they need about a cup of food a day, a cup of vegetables a day, an eighth of a cup of pellets, and then unlimited Timothy hay, or in Filbert's case, orchard grass. There you go. And so what I do with Filbert is I feed him 4 times a day. I give him a quarter cup of chopped vegetables first thing in the morning when I get up. I give him another quarter of a cup of vegetables around lunchtime, another quarter cup around dinner, and then a late night quarter cup. And what that does is it makes me get up and get my day started, whether I feel like it or not. Even if I'm having a bad day with anxiety, I know that I have to get up because Filbert needs to eat. And if he doesn't get his food when he is anticipating it, he makes all kinds of racket and helps me. He helps motivate me to get up and to get his food to him. I've also found that guinea pigs are a really good match for me with my anxiety. Filbert lives, it's not on screen, but Filbert lives in a little hutch here in my apartment. It's an indoor hutch, although he's out on the couch with me an awful lot. And why that is a good match for me is it's not like a cat or a dog that's roaming around my environment and maybe making sudden noises or sudden movements, or even doing something that would stress me out, like chewing on the furniture or my clothing. He's contained. He's in my environment. He's my roommate. He's my little buddy. But in the end, he's in his own space, and I can separate from that and have my own space too. So with the CPTSD, that works really well for me, and that's not something I planned ahead on. It's just one of those incidental things that worked out really well for me. Filbert is also helping me with my patience and my impulse control, 2 things I've been working on since being diagnosed with CPTSD. How that works with Filbert is my impulse will be constantly to go get Filbert, pick him up, pet him. But what I do, instead of acting on that impulse, is I kind of check in with Filbert, and I'll put my hand in the cage or I will move his little hut, and if he backs up or doesn't seem to want to be petted at that time, I respect that and I don't pick him up. I can tell when Filbert wants picked up, or a lot of times he'll come to the front of the cage and greet me and want picked up. So that is one little thing, but it's been helping me with my impulse control because I work with Filbert so many times throughout the day. And I've been learning a lot about patience. That's an area that I needed to grow in anyway. And finally, like any pet, Filbert helps keep me from getting lonely, and he helps get me out of my own head. When I have a pet to nurture, I'm not always focused on myself and what might be going right or wrong in my own life. I'm worried about feeding Filbert on time and taking care of Filbert. So that's the end of the episode for today. Thanks for watching. This is Filbert, and I'm Amy. This is Filbert and Friends. Thank you.